All right. Checking the sound, checking the video, making sure everything looks good, sounds good. Welcome, guys. Welcome to Dano Crypto. Guys, gals, aliens, and degen freaks. On this channel, we show you guys how to make simple, effective, and easy moves in the cryptocurrency ecosystems. So, happy Monday. Happy new start of the week. We had a nice bullish weekend, actually. We started to actually get pretty bullish during the weekend, and we got that momentum, got that volume, and a lot of the times when we get a bullish move and a push into the weekend or a weekend pump, we a lot of the times end up getting a fresh Monday dump to fake us out. But actually, we just kept going, so we're still cranking on some momentum. Bitcoin went over 65,000. We're going to look at what it's currently sitting at right now. It just crushed up and just did this major candle on the daily here. Actually, on the 45-minute, we're going to look at it. You can see we had a big, just God candle, 2% move here on the 45-minute. To push us straight over this Bollinger Band, this top band. And you can see here on the 45-minute, the Bollinger Bands were getting really tight and were looking like it was about to squeeze. So we got a nice Bollinger Band squeeze on Bitcoin, and we ended up bouncing right off of this level and crushing up to $65,000. So this is great. This is great that we actually just pushed like this in the morning. I'm curious to see how the market open is going to be with the ETF inflows. A lot of the times we have to now, because of the nature of the ETFs, that is a big reason why Bitcoin is going up or down, and also with some of the selling pressure that we inevitably have from the U.S. government and other institutions. But ultimately, we're having more buying than we are selling at this point. And we also have Bitcoin getting sent off exchanges like crazy. So the metrics of Bitcoin being held on exchanges is going down. Buying pressure or selling pressure is going down. Buying optimism is going up. And we are sitting at a pinnacle time for us going into the U.S. election. We got, former President Trump going against current Vice President Harris. We have this percentage of the odds, 53% that Trump will win the election, 45% say that Harris will win the election. And you can see that primarily we are favored on Trump in some of the major states, but then obviously you have the states like Oregon, Washington, California, New Mexico, Colorado, Virginia, Illinois, New York, Minnesota. Just all these states are blue states, and we can see what is going to happen with that particular outcome. But with that being said, though, we want to remind you guys that the Bitcoin halving years from 2012 on, so from 2012, 2016, 2020, and now 2024, you guys can see that we have had a parabolic run after the halving and the U.S. election. So a lot of the times has lined up and has correlated really nice with these 4-year cycles that we're in, and also with the liquidity cycle of global liquidity, because the global liquidity a lot of the times goes down, and we go into a period of where we have less spending, people are going risk off, and then we get money supply going up. We get money injected into the economy, then people start to spend more money, and also they start to want to go more risk on, because what are they going to do with all that freshly printed money? That freshly printed fiat cash is not going to be held in a mattress or buried in the backyard. It's going to be invested into the stock market, into crypto, into new emerging technologies like AI, and this is what is happening right before our eyes. So welcome, guys. Welcome to the show. Welcome to crypto. Welcome to this wild ride. We are excited you are here, and make sure you guys are hitting the like button, smashing up the likes. We're trying to stream at a different time now. We're testing out streaming at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, because the last 2 times we did do a stream at that time, we actually had a lot of people come on. So I figured, why not test out the algorithm and see if the algorithm is going to pick up a little bit more, and we can maybe do a normal 8 a.m. live stream instead of the 11:30 Eastern Standard Time live stream. So we're just testing this out. I mean, because last time we had about maybe 45 to 50 people, and then we had, at one point, we had like 78 people. So we want to get those same people. We want to get those same people back. We want to get some new people on the channel. We got some people that normally watch the channel. Shout out to Chris Profit. Shout out to Carnage Champion. Says yes, everything works. All right, so that's good. That's good. Make sure you guys are following me at DanoCrypto904, and this is my X handle. And we actually just recently we changed our profile picture to signify the feeling that we have is we're just wanting to just like lock in. We're like, no more bullets from the Matrix. We're gonna stop them with the power of the one. And maybe that one, I think, is gonna be the meme coins, because the Orc is getting the feeling too. I think Orc is feeling that same feeling. They get the drill. They know the assignment. Orc getting out of the Matrix. So we're going to get into some of the coins that we think are going to do really well. And if you've watched this channel already and you've been tuned in for the past couple months, you will know what those coins are. And if you want to get quick updates, make sure you guys are following me here. And also, you are in the Discord. Now, this is hilarious. I don't know about you guys, but I find stuff like this really funny when these politicians go out, or people like Michelle Obama, they go out and they think like people are going to have this like reaction like they're superstars, or they're going to just get this like crazy reaction, and they never get it. It's pretty lackluster, the reaction that they get from the people, because I think these politicians, especially the Democrats, they're so naive to think that people actually like really care, like actually care who they are. Especially some of these young people, because they're like, who is this guy? So funny. So absolutely brutal moment for Bill Clinton as McDonald's employee confuses him for Joe Biden while out on the campaign trail for Kamala. So funny. She's like, "Are you Joe? Are you Mr. Joe Biden? You look like an old geezer that's about to fall over. So you might as well be Joe." And she's like, "Oh shit, it's Bill Clinton. Whoops." He's like, "I just came to get a Big Mac and tell you fine folks about Kamala, and I might even play a saxophone song for you or two." Right, old Bill. It's too good. It's too good. And then this is funny. This is funny, guys. Crypto guys will live like this to buy an extra $500 in crypto every month. You gotta look at this. It's ridiculous. Yeah, we're making paper thin sandwiches over here, baby. We're making paper thin sandwiches so we can buy more Kindu. And then it was so funny. I was telling the RAR XD account, I was like, "I'm sorry, my wife doesn't like emo, like anything emo. She just it it drives her nuts. I find it hilarious. It just makes me laugh that it bothers her. So I told them, I was like, yeah, my wife doesn't like emo people. They were like, why? But I made a joke and said, if my wife found out that I bought a bag of RAR XD on Solana, she'd be so mad. Okay, so then we got Sailor. Once I understood Bitcoin, I would go to bed with anxiety at night, feeling short because I worry that somebody else will figure out what I've figured out and they would buy it all and I wouldn't be able to buy anymore. Now MicroStrategy has been hodling 252,220 Bitcoin. Let's see what Michael had to say.
Well, Keith, like once I understood Bitcoin, I would go to bed with anxiety at night, feeling short because I worried that somebody else would figure out what I'd figured out and they would buy it all and I wouldn't be able to buy anymore. And so once you get something and you look out decade or decades, the only issue is, how do I buy more of it?
Yeah.
Like,
so
that's all we're thinking.
So you should be...
Let's go. So I honestly, some people like Mark Cuban, Peter Schiff, these critics of Michael Saylor, I think they're just jealous. I think they're jealous that they don't have the same type of conviction that Michael Saylor does on a particular strategy to implement, how he saved his company, how he was able to generate so much revenue and actual probably and even profit off of doing this and doing the incorporations of the buybacks with his own stock MicroStrategy. And so I really admire Michael Saylor, and I think that's why the crypto community kind of heralds him as the torchbearer for Bitcoin going into the future, to give you as many analogies as possible to make you understand this thing and why the smartest people in finance are going into this thing called Bitcoin and really starting to get the supply mechanism of it, the use case of it, the store of value of it, the comparison against any other type of asset in the world against it. Bitcoin has now performed better, and it's been stress tested by its maturity, by its volatility, by the way that it's reacted with the global money supply, with the things that have happened in the world, whether it be COVID or whether it be these different proxy wars that have been happening, financial crashes, banks going under. Guess what? Bitcoin is a direct representation of what's going on in the world, and then it is priced accordingly. So right now, it being priced where it's at kind of makes sense. Some people would disagree and say, look, it should already be at a certain price. It should be already at 200K, 300K. But I think at that point, it wouldn't make sense, because for me, you want this like nice volatility of it going up, down, up, down. You don't want the thing to just shoot up to $1 million and then no one is able to actually acquire it at a decent, medium scale aggressive level. So this is kind of what MicroStrategy and certain companies are doing. What they started to do was just aggressively accumulate all through the dips, all through the highs, the lows, whatever the price is, you just accumulate it. Because ultimately, when it's at $1 million per coin, you're not going to go, it's too expensive. No, you've bought it the whole way through. And that's how you're going to protect yourself from the inevitable inflation of the US dollar or whatever fiat currency you're in, because ultimately they're all going to go to zero against Bitcoin. And, then the argument against Bitcoin is that no, Bitcoin's going to zero. But if fiat money has to be printed for it to sustain its Ponzi scheme game, then where do you think they're going to put that money? Most of it's going to go into the stock market, but guess what now is on the stock market? Crypto, tokenized assets, the memes. Guess what is getting traded at higher volumes than anything? It's those things. And so what the money is going to go into there? The money is going to go into Bitcoin, and that's what it's already doing. BlackRock is showing us that the ETFs and them just acquiring and understanding Bitcoin now, just like Michael Saylor, it is proven to be where the billionaires and these hedge funds, these money managers are eventually going to be going into. Small companies locally are going to start understanding that they could put Bitcoin on the balance sheet, and it's going to create a cascading effect in the markets. And so we're here as the front runners, understanding this already and trading on it and being first to market before retail and everyone starts to understand what we've been understanding for the past 3-4 years. So that's why you're here. And put some emojis in the chat if you agree. I don't know how many people are even here right now. Man, this algorithm. I tell you what. You know what? I'm just going to keep yapping, because regardless if there is 6 people, 1 person, 0 people, I don't give a shit, because this is why we're doing this. We do this not just to be excited that there's 100 people watching. We do this because we like talking about crypto. And if you want to be a part of this channel and part of this live stream, you will be. I don't have to. I can't force it. It'll just happen. All right. So let's look at Bitcoin right now. Let's look at Bitcoin right now and see what is happening on the 45-minute and actually on the 4 hour. See, on the 4 hour, looked like we were going to complete this mega W pattern. You can see that we ended up creating this structure. The target would be at 66.5, which was the last target that we were talking about on the previous live stream. We were talking about the target that would be 66,500, which is, I think, was the 786, level for a fib retrace. Yes, so if we went down, we basically hit at pretty close, actually right on the money on the 786, and got the rejection on the 786. But what's great is that we actually wicked down to the 618 and with the 63.9 and just blasted right through that. So we did get a nice bullish divergence on the RSI. And let's look at the MACD here. So we could still, honestly, we still could go up, because if you see right here, want to look at September 14th. Let's look at September 14th and see where the price was in September 14th. Okay. So then we had, from there, we had a nice push to get us to 64 from that level. Okay, so then if we end up in the same area, but a little bit higher, we could get a push to that 66.5. We could get a little bit of a retracement off of these candles, because obviously we got some mega green candles, so it could push us a little bit to the downside here in the short term for Bitcoin. And you can see it happening right now in the 45-minute. You can see we got that rejection off that level, off that 786, the 786 Fibonacci. Retracement could hit us back down at 64.2 and also at the 63.9 level. We'll see how the markets open. The market's going to be opening up in an hour. We are going to be streaming until 9 a.m., and then we are going to work on some content that we'd like to release for today. We're going to do some short form content, some 3 to 5 minute videos, real short, but it's going to be to the point and to the topics that I think the market right now and retail and people that are interested in crypto want to learn about. And it's simple trading strategies, what meme coins to buy, how to tell if it's a bull market or a bear market, and when to buy and sell. This is what people are interested in right now, because if you look on the research of what people are typing in as keywords and searches, that it's memes, how to trade, and how to get into crypto in general. So I think providing that content for people is very important and very valuable. And we can't all expect that retail and people that are new to crypto are going to know what we're talking about, know how to do it, even know how to analyze a chart or look at a coin or go on Deck Screener, go on CoinMarketCap, build a list, create a wallet, all those things. So we're trying to focus as much as we can on providing that content for people, because it is going to be really important that people don't get lost or scammed or go the wrong direction, because it's so easy, especially back in 2021, how many people tried to get into crypto and downloaded the wrong link or went into an exchange that was not very reputable, or just some way. It's very easy to go the wrong direction. So it is very important that we can provide some content. And if you're a content creator too for crypto, and you can help you can help people out and just kind of guiding them in the right direction, and making sure that they're not making those common mistakes that can be easily made, and even by the best of us. I mean, you hear about people that are OG getting their wallet streamed because they thought they were getting an airdrop, or they clicked an airdrop link or connected their wallet to something and then they got drained. And so just be careful, guys. Be careful. Always do your due diligence, do your research, triple, quadruple check things before you interact with any type of smart contract, and you'll be better off for it. All right, so right now, it seems like in terms of so we talked about Bitcoin, so let's go into the altcoins. Some of the altcoins that we've been following that are kind of like, they're not as popular as some of the other ones that have been in the space or in the game. And one of them being Athena, ENA. We've kept this on the radar because Arthur Hayes himself was really bullish, and still is bullish, on Athena and the way that they're interacting with their smart contracts, and also with the stable coins. So the stable coins that are on ENA are getting bullish partnerships and liquidity provided with BYBIT, and I think it was either BYBIT or Binance. And so the fact that you could get collateralized loans with the USDE, which was the Athena stablecoin, there's something to be said about being able to have good liquidity and providing liquidity on your chain and with whatever coin. For instance, like Metis, I think they had a partnership with Aave to be able to provide collateralized loans with Metis. So I'm kind of keeping my eye on those things with that type of DeFi protocol mechanism with these particular tokens. And so I think something like that could push the actual coin like Athena and Metis to pretty decent all-time highs when we start to get the altcoin run. I think this can go easily past $1, $2 with the potential, and it's fairly new too. You got to think it's I think it's only just from like March or April was the launch of this particular token, at least on Binance. This is when it started trading on Binance, was in the beginning of April. So it was already up past up to $1.50, starting to trade back up into the point of control. And then we're really bullish on Phantom. Phantom here soon is going to be rebranding into Sonic. They're going to be changing the name. We're going to get the update now. So the Sonic ecosystem update could impact the prices of both Phantom and Sonic. Updates often reveal new partnerships, features. And so let's see, which can sway investor sentiment. Since this update is hosted by Louis Fausto, an influential figure, it might provide critical insights and drive positive movement in the prices. Stay tuned to the event by checking the details here. So let's see, looking for a recap of all exciting developments in the world of Sonic. Okay, let's see. Sonic Labs. Let's actually go back. See if we can find any more data on significant price movement. Phantom investors look for more profits. Phantom to $2. Here's what's driving the Phantom price recovery. Oh, that was from... Let's see. Sonic and Phantom. There we go. All right, so Phantom rebrands to Sonic Labs, focus on new high-speed blockchain. So Phantom has rebranded to Sonic Labs, one of the main bodies supporting Sonic, a new Layer 1 blockchain with a Layer 2 bridge that connects to Ethereum. So the project's official document, we rebranded to Sonic Labs on August 1st. Previously, our company was called Phantom Foundation, and our Opera chain was referred to as Phantom Opera. So the rebrand follows an announcement made 6 months prior, Sonic Labs. So having already delivered and continue to deliver impressive results on Phantom, our platform is set to bring the same sustainable, real yield opportunities to users on Sonic. Our commitment remains strong as we aim to only build upon our success alongside a vibrant ecosystem. And so, yeah, the Sonic protocol is expected to launch by November or December later this year. It will introduce the S token, which will become an integral part of the ecosystem through extensive airdrops, simplified staking options, incentive programs, and other strategies. So the FTM holders will have the option to convert their tokens to the new Sonic native token at a 1-to-1 ratio. So this migration is designed to ensure a smooth transition from existing Phantom users to the new network. And so Sonic is not a replacement, but rather an expansion and enhancement of the Phantom ecosystem. Both networks will coexist, which is interesting, with Sonic bringing new capabilities and opportunities while the Opera chain continues to receive support. Okay, so that's cool. So the Phantom Opera chain will still be in operation, but you'll be able to bridge 1-to-1 into Sonic, and then Sonic will have its own token, and there being no Phantom Foundation, but Sonic Labs. So let's get ready for that. So if you are bullish on Phantom, FTM, then you'll be bullish on this. Let's see. Be right back, guys. All right, I'm back, guys. Yeah, I was like, my wife had just left just a little bit ago to take my daughter to school, and then I hear him back in the house. I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, it's freaking Columbus Day. Oh, whoopsie. How many of you guys did that today? How many of you guys did that today? Maybe because it's a holiday and I don't know. No, it's just the algorithm for some reason recently has just been, it's been really tricky. It's been really, really tricky. I don't know. I thought there'd be more people too. Oh no, it definitely no. There's only 7 people watching. YouTube tells you pretty straight up. They're like, no, this is how many people are watching. It's 7, and then you can also see it here too, in Restream. All right, yeah, this is so funny. That's hilarious. Lady thought it was Joe Biden. Oh my gosh. And then, okay, yeah, so Litecoin celebrates 13 years. So it's been 13 years since the inception of Litecoin. I love it. Litecoin, a light version of Bitcoin. It's just, it's simple. Satoshi Light original announcement for Litecoin on the Bitcoin Talk forum. This design was commissioned by Nakamoto SDT years ago by artists. Look at this. Love it. Abstract. Litecoin is the result of some of us who joined together on IRC in an effort to create a real alternative currency similar to Bitcoin. We wanted to make a coin that is silver to Bitcoin's gold. Various alternative currencies have come and gone. Some brought innovation, but they all had problems. Now, I love this. Like the fact that and when Litecoin starts to bull post, something's up. You know, something's going on. And when Litecoin starts to bull post, it's like let's go. It's ready to lock in. And so, and I've showed you guys this. If you pull up the Litecoin chart and you analyze the parabolic zones of Litecoin, it shows you a oscillating pattern that happens through the bull markets and the bull runs, and also in the bear markets. You can kind of see it. You could see it being played out in 2017, 2020, and you can go back and see from the creation of Litecoin where you've seen its runs. So we've primarily looked at it from the point of 2017 and from 2020, and now looking at it and what it could do, not repeat exactly, but rhyme in its parabolic run for this bull run. So let's look at it real quick. Yeah, so when Litecoin starts to get around the 200, yeah, because right now we're in accumulation range still. You got your resistance at $110. You got pretty decent support, all in these lower ranges. I have it marked fairly low because the lowest that we end up kind of bouncing off of some of these support ranges right here is in the $36 to $40 to $60 ranges, all in these bottom areas. It's as low as what Litecoin can go in a bear market, and then once we start getting in a bull market, then in a bull run, then it can get pretty crazy. So I'll show you from 2017 where we had that run up to 300. I mean, this thing went up to as high as $370 in 2017 run, and then you go to 2020. And you can see that it's interesting that it starts in September. So if you remember the chart that I showed you, the Bitcoin Binance chart, on the daily, if you look on September, starting from 2020, which was one of the halving years, is that we started to get that move. And so this is a representation of the altcoin. So whenever you start to see Litecoin at freaking almost $400, or even from this range of 173 all the way to here, this is profit taking area. So this is the area where your altcoins are going to be up like 500, 600, 700%, maybe even 1,000% if they are trading up towards their all-time highs, or even getting close to their all-time highs. Some of them are 1,000 to 2,000% away from being from its all-time high from the previous runs. And so even the Phantom and things like Cardano. What else? What else is off of its all-time high? That's like Gala was one of those. Like a lot of the gaming tokens that really pumped off of just speculation alone and no product were getting crazy market caps, insane movements, just insane. Like Illuvium, Gala, all of the metaverse tokens like the Sandbox and Decentraland, Mana, all these things were just going insane with like barely any products to show for it. All speculation, all FOMO. And so this is what we're going to start seeing in the altcoin space when we start to see Litecoin go here. So this is kind of my speculation, my prediction, my area of where I want to start DCAing out of some of the altcoins that I've accumulated up to that point. Because up until the point of March next year, March and April of next year is when we're going to see, I think, the peak of the bull run. Because we've been in a bull market. I mean, obviously we've been in a bull market. We've been in a bull market for the past year and a half. Because if you think of where Bitcoin was down here at $25,000 in August 2023, and then in starting in the beginning of this year, we were at 39,000. And so if you go from the bottom here, you go from 16,000, even from 2022, we've kind of been in a bull market. We've been in a bull market for the past year and a half. And so traditionally, about towards the end of this run, you get the most violent run at the end of it. It's the most violent towards the end, because look, you can even see it playing out here, where you can see that, look, okay, Bitcoin was in a move to the upside. You can see where it has this consolidation. It's like, and from 2017, you can see here, it just goes whoom. And then it just, at the very last few months, it starts to last like 3-4 months of the run. It just starts to go crazy. And then you get the bear market, and then you get the next crazy run that starts, look, you can see it, October, December, January, February, just starts to crush. And so this is what we're going to see now. Look, we've had that consolidation. Now we're going to have that mega run where it's just going to start crushing up and doing basically the same thing that it did right here. 500% move to the upside from 11,000 at this point of control, going up an insane amount, 400%. So even if we just go up 200%, that's actually right. Let's go to the price. We need to get this out of the way so we can see. Okay. And we're sitting at 100. We're sitting at a $200,000 Bitcoin right there at just 200%. So if we move up at 400%, oh man. So then we're getting in some crazy territory. So so that lines up like perfect at my price call of 340,000 by March and April of next year. What do you think is going to happen with things like Pepe, things like Sui, things like Tron, Brett, AVAX, even XRP, HBAR, Dogecoin, Litecoin, Shiba Inu, Chainlink, Optimism, Near Protocol, Gala, AI stuff, Injective Protocol, IMX, all the coins that are helping push the gaming narrative. Knowing that, and if you know that AVAX is the backing ecosystem for this brand new game called Off the Grid that is getting a lot of traction, oh man, it's going to get kind of wild. All right, so let's pull up. Let's look at kind of the altcoins on the bubbles. Where's the site? I think we're going to have $150,000 Bitcoin by December. I think we're going to have $150,000 Bitcoin by December, and then we are going to have a nice little retracement. It's going to retrace back down to 100K or 90K. And then from 90 to 100K, we're going to, the last 3 months, that last 3 crazy run, we're going to bounce and go to 350,000 by March or April. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy because at a point where Bitcoin's at 150,000, man, you're going to think about selling. But it's like, no, I think it's going to go higher. It will go higher. All right, so on the weekly, we got some things in the top 200 to 300 range, like Ponky up 36%, Moo up 16%. We got Banana up 32%, Retardio up 94%, Degen 25%. If you look at the daily in these ranked tokens as well, we got Reef, Big Time, Andy, Michi. Let's see on the 5-minute. Let's look at the monthly. Same list, but let's go to the top 100 list for the month. We've seen SPX 6900 has gone up 3,000% on the month. That's absolutely insane. And then we got Hex actually up 158% on the month. So shout out to Pulse Chain Hex. And then we have Nero, the first Nero on Ethereum, which has been up 5,500%. We got Mog up 98%. And let's see how things are doing on the weekly. Like I said, ENA, I think super bullish on Athena, ENA, up 38% on the weekly. And then if we look at the yearly, best returns have been SPX 6900, Pepe, Mog, Bonk, Floki. And you can kind of see what the pattern is here. The pattern is that people are interested in the memes. You know, we've broken this down now. I think enough. It's like a broken record, but we know now that the cycle narrative for where we're at is memes, because the memes in the cult communities and what has been created out of crypto Twitter and out of the frustration, I think, of the VC dumpy coins or rug pulls that end up inevitably happening with a lot of these high valuation coins that end up getting suspiciously listed on all these major exchanges. And I mean, it's like, where is there's no natural community growth and buying and selling of the token. And so I think what the meme coins are doing right is that they are focusing on the token and bringing adoption to the actual token itself and using the attention economy and branding and just natural human psychology to make people feel like they belong somewhere and that they are part of something. They're part of a cult or part of a guild or a clan or whatever it may be, tapping into that nostalgic aspect of our brains and making you be a holder for life, in a sense. Like, not to say that you're not going to ever want to sell, but you'll be a proponent of this coin, especially if it changes your life. Especially, I mean, think about Dogecoin and what Dogecoin did for people and made them millionaires and made them successful, or even got them into crypto to begin with. And they have a love for Doge that they'll always promote it. They'll wear the content. They'll post the memes. They will wrap a Cybertruck with Doge. Like, you know, just it goes as far as like you will be a PR person for life for said token. And so I think this is why I've attached like pretty hard on Ticker Bitcoin, the Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 Eno community, because it's kind of like my brain mashed up into a coin. But then also I love for the fact that it gets so much laughs and people think that like, what? Ticker Bitcoin, like the ticker's Bitcoin? But wait, is it Bitcoin or is it, no, it is Bitcoin, but it's Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 Enu Bitcoin. And Yoga with the Omis asked, are you going on the Moon Show this morning? No, I am not going on the Moon Show this morning. It is going to be Carl and Crypto Kid are going to be on the Moon Show this morning. So at 9 o'clock, Eastern Standard Time. If you want to tune into the Moon Show, you can go ahead and pop on over there. We'll probably be ending the stream probably right at 9 o'clock. But yeah, I think and you guys got to remember, like, this thing started as the Sproto Gremlins NFTs. The Sproto Gremlin NFTs are connected with this ecosystem. Let's see if Magic Eden will load properly. Will it load? It's having a tough time. Come on. I don't know why this is not loading. All right, well, if you guys have never seen the Sproto Gremlins, they're great. And it's actually one of the top traded NFT collections right now. And look, you can get ticker Bitcoin on OURBIT, Gate.io, but I suggest you use my link, OURBIT, if you're going to dabble in what is Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 And what's so funny is I remember finding this token. I remember Ivan talking about it. I remember seeing it before even Ivan was talking about it, because I was using Morales money, and we were seeing the trending tokens. The trending tokens come up. We were seeing it in the algorithm. We were running our query, and we were seeing this on the trending list, along with things like Wojak and SPX 6900, and this was all during the Ben.eth craze, where we're having all those different pre-sales and hopes of pre-sales, and a pre-sale launch where it was just like people were sending ETH to a random address hoping that they would get an airdrop. A lot of that went to absolute zero. And so all through this, there were coins that were sitting on the sidelines, not doing scammy airdrops or shady dealings or kind of putting this persona of just like domination in a negative way of what Ben.eth was doing with the attention grabbing economy and basically manipulating crypto Twitter. Wojak and Pepe and all these coins were not doing this. Ticker Bitcoin was not doing that. And then we let the dust settle. And now we see that these coins have come out of the carnage. They've come out of the carnage. And we've always been super bullish on this chart, too. You look at the chart, and it's pretty bullish chart. It's a pretty bullish chart. There they are. Magic Eden I don't think it works. I don't think it works very good on Firefox. That's probably what it is. All right, so that's what's trending right now on Ethereum. Let's see what's trending right now on Solana. Got Myro, Moo. Trending on Base, Submog on Base. Polygon, we always see Nakamoto Games in this list for being super bullish. And also Render Token. And QuickSwap, don't forget about QuickSwap. And then of course, we got the top meme for Avalanche is the COQ Inu. If you know about that, shout out to Ozzy. Ozzy's super bullish on COQ Inu. I think what was the one that we were curious about was Pangolin. Okay, and then Linnea. We know we have Foxy. Is basically the premier meme coin for Linnea, the Linnea chain. If you got an airdrop of Foxy, let me know. And then pretty soon, Phantom will still be, but we'll have the Sonic blockchain, Sonic Labs. And then for Pulse Chain, just the Wrapped Pulse, PLS. And then we got PLSX, Hex. Trending right now. Okay. All right, well, we appreciate you guys coming in this morning. We honestly were expecting a lot more people to come in, but maybe because it's just like an interesting day. It's a Columbus Day. You guys are out celebrating Columbus Day. Who celebrates a person who probably committed more atrocities than discovering land? But that's what we were taught in school. Columbus came over with his ships and they just wanted to discover new land, new opportunities. And we know what happened then. We know what happened there. Put it in the chat if you know how the story goes. All right, Bitcoin 65K. We're back, bro. And then the 50K sellers.
Okay. What's up, man? Joe, you good?
This is terrible. All right, so if you want to win, you need a Bitcoin strategy. Top 10 performing stocks in the S&P 500. MicroStrategy, 1,620%. NVIDIA, 1,107%. All right, stock performance since August 10, 2020, when MicroStrategy adopted its Bitcoin strategy. So, well, we are, as a family, we're adopting a Bitcoin strategy because we are going pretty heavy into Bitcoin, and we're going to be going into some alts as well. But we are implementing our own Bitcoin strategy here, and I will document it, and I will tell you guys how it goes, because basically, if you've been watching the channel, we've kind of alluded to the fact that we have sold our house, and we are getting big quotes profit from the from the sale. We would wish it was more, obviously, but we are still grateful and really happy that it is actually, happening how it's happening. So either way, we are taking some of the profits that we make from the sale of the house, and we're going to buy a good portion of Bitcoin. And so some people might think that's absolutely crazy. Some people might think that that's really risky. But I've been watching these markets for a while now. I've been watching what the millionaires do. I've been watching what the billionaires do. I've been seeing how the shift from real estate and holding real estate is starting to become more of a really risky thing to do and a big liability over time. And then when you tie that in together with the inflation rate and taxes and things being taxed even more, the whole combination of this makes you start to analyze how much you're really either saving or not saving, or how much money you're making, how much money you're spending over time on something. And so what I started to do was break down how much it would cost to still own a property by paying the taxes, by repairs, all of that stuff that ends up happening when you own a house. That you take the rate of inflation, you take the rate of taxes, and then the price of goods and all of that, then you end up not looking very good. It doesn't look very good. It doesn't look very promising that you'll get your money back by the time you end up selling the house at a certain point when inflation is even more rampant. So then say you sell your house and you sell it and then you get $100,000. Cool. Well, at that point, when you just sold that, you got that $100,000, Bitcoin has already surpassed $100,000. And then guess what? Everything else is going up in price. Everything else is inflated. So did you really make that money? Did you really make a profit? I would argue no, you didn't. So doing this right now and implementing the strategy right now and not waiting, I think is a really smart move for our personal, situation. And so what we are doing, because I've been listening to Michael Saylor and listening to how his strategy has done very well for his company, I want to treat my family and our setup as a business. You have to, because if you just let it just fly by and you don't have any plan or any strategy, 5-year, 10-year plan, like what's your 5-year plan for your family? What's your 10-year plan for yourself and your family? Are you even thinking that far out? Because guess what? The people that are controlling you got 100-year, 200-year, 300-year plans. If you don't even have a 5-year, 10-year plan set up, guess what? The system's plan is going to plan you out. The system's plan is going to plan you out, and you will be planned. So what are you going to do? Are you going to actually implement a strategy yourself? Are you going to take this stuff seriously? Or are you going to keep kicking the can down the road? Are you going to keep playing games? Are you going to keep convincing yourself that what you're doing is going to be sustainable for the next 5 to 10 years? Well, guess what? Billionaires are pivoting. It might be time for the small fry to start pivoting as well, because if you don't, you will be planned. You'll be planned out. It just happens. I've noticed in my own life, when you start to not have a plan or a strategy for yourself, guess what? Life keeps going, and have a strategy for yourself is the point I'm trying to make.
Our enemies are lunatics and maniacs. They cannot stand that they do not own me. I don't need them. I don't need anything about them. I don't need their money. They cannot steer me. They cannot shake me, and they will never, ever control me, and they will never, ever, therefore, control you. At the end of the day, anyone else will be intimidated, bought off, blackmailed, or ripped to shreds. I alone will never retreat, and that is why we must stand together and we charge. We have to charge full speed ahead.
Let's go. Let's go. Woo, Bitcoin trying to push that 65 again. It's trying to push that 65. Solana pushed back up really hard too. In the past 24 hours, top 100, we got Mogcoin, Athena, Brett, Pendle, Floki. Look at Floki. Floki. I'm about to buy a bag of Floki, guys. Something's up with Floki. I don't know about you, but look at this. Look at what happened in 2021. Okay, and it got lit back up exactly to the all-time highs. And I don't know. You're gonna tell me that Floki's too old? It's old. I don't know. It's looking pretty sweet to me right now. It could be that Pepe. What if? Okay, guys, what would you do? What would you do if you saw Floki and Pepe in the top 10? What would you do? If you saw Floki and Pepe at the top 10 and there was nothing, any other meme coin besides Pepe and Floki and Dogecoin in the top 10, you'd freak out. You would just be like, what was I, you were like, what was I even doing? That's what you would ask yourself. You're like, I was too busy trying to be the smartest guy in the room. I was too busy trying to be the smartest guy in the room, and all I had to do was buy a freaking frog and a dog that is a Viking. All right, let's see how the trade's doing. Okay, so this is our current long, 416% on the upside. We're up a good portion. We already took a little bit of profits. We got stopped out of our which is so ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. I thought we had a stop loss set on this one, and we're up 100 to 115 to 20% on this one last night. We could have just scalped it right there, but we didn't. And that's okay. And that's what we're going to put on this track, and then we're going to end this, and then we're going to end the live stream.
Ha! Little trade another day.
And you know what? If it doesn't happen, and for some reason the charts change,
Little trade another day.
and tomorrow I'm the biggest bear out there, so be it.
You win some, you lose some, but you little trade another day. Little make another play. You win some, you lose some, but you little trade another day. Little make another play. Little trade another day. Little trade another day. Little make another play. Win some, you lose some, but you little trade another day. Little make another play. Scared money don't make no money. 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 You win some, you lose some, but you little trade another day. Little make another play. Is it the bottom yet? I'm trying to buy up everything. Not gonna get upset. Just pull the trigger, let it bang. When I see a trade, I'm hopping in like a Uber to secure my future. Up early just like a rooster. Eyes glued to the computer, looking for a bag or two. Market cipher on the screen, compliments of trading view. Now I know what I'ma do. Buy low and sell high. Even if you try and fail, at least you didn't fail to try. I don't wanna be the type of guy that let fear win. I'm the one that dive in head first and bust my chin. I know FOMO is a no-no, but I still get it in. No, I can't
That's my
predict
favorite
the
line.
future, but I know I'm bound to win. Later or sooner, I'll be the big
right, let's
kahuna.
go.
Cause I got big
64.8,
kahunas. I was not
64.8.
getting money, I took me some chances and now
W,
I'm the big
baby.
kahuna. And if you scared, might as well get neuter. I'ma keep chasing my dreams. Wake up and mansion so big, I need a segue to get from wing to wing. Scared money don't make no money. 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 You win some, you lose some, but you live
yeah.
trade another day. Little make another play.
Yes.
Scared money don't make no money. Scared money don't make no money. Scared money don't make no money.
Yes.
Scared money don't make no money. You win some,
Yes.
you lose some, but you little trade another day. Little make
Yeah,
don't be scared, G. Like paid in full, get your bread, B. Cold wallet full of crypto, yeah. Big Lebowski. Can't forget to tip the waitress. Fur and loathing in Las Vegas. Tupac told us about the changes. People hating on your greatness. Mansion looking hella spacious. Shoes, they ain't got no laces. This the Aquarius age. Life happen in different phases. Our money in with crypto, analog to digital. Could've been rich, but you was scared. What a imbecile.
I wanna take
Say you want a
profit.
miracle, but you bet the minimum.
Want profit
Should've
here.
bet it all. Hell no, not the
I want
unthinkable. Grow some
previous
balls
bull
if you
market
got a
resistance,
curl.
baby.
Man, I double dare you to put it all in the market. No sir, I'm not trying to scare you.
Seeking and searching, I need some more money. AI is scary, make us look like dummies. Serious about profit, I need it, I'm hungry. My music all over, but I'm from the country. Bank account thicker than Manuka honey. Got multiple wallets, don't go in my pocket. Ether's a favorite, but I don't discriminate. Scared to get money, get the hell up out my face. Win some.
I might just actually, I might take some now though. I might just take the trade.
Make another play, you win some, you lose some, but you live to trade another day.
Live to make another play.
Win some, you lose some.
But this thing might crack right up to 65.
Win some, you lose some.
We're gonna have a little breakdown.
Scared money don't make no money. Scared money don't make no money. Scared money don't make no money. You win some.
Are we gonna have a pre-market open
But you live to
dump?
trade another day. Live to make another play.
Live to trade another day. Live to trade another. Live to trade another.
Let's see what happens.
Trade another day. Live to trade another. Live to trade another day. Another day.
All right, guys. All right, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. See what this thing is gonna do. Woo! Starting to go.